Hi, folks. I'm Jamie Hiles.
I'm Lydia Judy.
I'm the infamous Raul.
This is Scary Bloody Movies, the podcast where we review a horror movie each week. And Derek picks his alias. He is known in many states as Raul. At least many Taco
Lots
Bells.
of Taco Bells, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, Taco Bells and Taco John's. He's known infamously as Raul.
Yep.
I'm known as Thornton in some of those, by the way. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. How about you guys?
Pretty
Eh,
good. Pretty
okay.
good. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, not bad considering that we just avoided the apocalypse in tonight's film, Legion,
Oh,
which we are about to get into, and there's a lot to discuss on it. I'm interested to hear what you guys are thinking on it. Let's start with this. Do you guys remember the first time you watched this? Is this anybody's first watch of this?
Nope.
All right, Derek, you picked this. Do you remember, what's your history with this movie?
I don't think I saw it in movie theaters. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I am sure that I either rented it or saw it on a streaming platform of some sort. But no, it's not my first watch. I probably watched it around the time it came out.
So you haven't seen it since, really?
Not really. I think in total this is probably my third watch.
How
When
about
did
you,
this movie
Lydia?
come out?
2010.
Yeah, I was going to say 2010.
Yeah, the illustrious year. 16 years ago, by the way.
Don't say
Mhm.
that. Don't say that.
Thumbs down. Lydia, how about you?
Yeah, I do remember my first time watching this. I was a junior in high school, and
I was
yeah,
graduating
I
from
know.
college, Lydia.
I know. I know. I was a junior in high school, and I went with all my friends. I think we
Oh,
saw this. I want to say we saw it in like Huntington. We saw it like
so you went to the
somewhere
theater to see it.
different. Yes, we went
Yeah.
and all saw it in the theater. And I remember having a pretty good time. And this was around the time when I started collecting all my ticket stub, like all my movie ticket stubs.
Mhm.
So I have like a little diary of, and I think this is one of the first ones that was in there next to like Shutter Island and like a few of those movies that came out around that time.
I mean, spoiler alert, there's definitely a disparity with quality from this and Shutter
Well,
Island.
yeah,
That's,
but I mean,
that's
I
on
just,
another level. But yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
I also remember the first time I watched this. I did not see it in theaters. I remember seeing the trailers. It wasn't one I had like an interest in going to the theaters to see. But I saw the trailers. I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty cool. That looks interesting." Um, but when it came out on DVD, my parents rented it, and we watched it there. I remember watching it with mom and dad um, on the projection TV that we had,
Mhm.
a
Mhm.
classic projection TV. Remember that thing, guys? That thing was kind of badass. Um,
I do remember that.
you remember that, Derek? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It went the way of the dodo by the time you entered the picture, Lydia. But it
No,
was a beast of another color. You remember it?
my cousin had one for a
Well,
long
yeah,
time. Like,
yeah. But my parents' one you didn't see because
oh no.
it was past its expiration date by that point. But we watched many football games on that TV, Derek.
Yes, we did.
And many really shitty films because we used to rent really bad movies and watch them.
Yes, we did.
But yeah, so I watched it then, and it was, I thought it was fine then, but I don't think I've ever seen it since. I think I literally only maybe I saw it like bits and pieces. I think I saw bits and pieces of it like on FX or
Mm,
something like because I think FX played this a lot, so I would see it bits and pieces, like bits of the the diner scenes and stuff. But
yeah.
I wasn't like I was like, Legion, better sit down and watch this one, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
this
I
is
agree. It definitely played a lot on FX. I
yeah.
remember
So this is
that.
yeah. It was like on constantly, wasn't it?
Yep.
So, this is kind of like my second watch through, I suppose, like full watch through, I'd say. So where do you guys want to start with this? I know one of the things I want to talk about, because we'll do positives and negatives, of course. Um, One of the positives I think of this movie is the cast is pretty solid. I think it's
Yeah.
got a really good cast of actors.
Yeah, I agree.
I forgot Dennis Quaid was in this movie until it came on, and I'm like, oh, I knew Paul Bettany was in this, obviously.
Yeah, Paul Bettany's the lead, and then
But then
uh, I forgot Lucas Black was in this till as soon as I saw him, and I was like, ah, fucking Lucas Black, man. He was everywhere for like a little period of
a
time, and
minute.
then he's just gone.
Yeah.
Him and his southern accent that he has cracks me up. Certain line readings that he gives because of that accent is fucking hilarious to me.
Yep.
We got to look at our gun situation, he says, and I'm like, I audibly laughed and said out loud, "Fucking Lucas Black." But yeah, it's got a really strong cast. Paul Bettany, of course, like we said, has Tyrese in it.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea Pilecki, who is really good in everything. I mean, she's in tons and tons and tons of stuff. Um, Most recently, one of the more recent big ones is the old John Wick
Mm-hmm. She was in
as
what,
the
the first
female
one?
assassin. Yeah, she's the
Nice.
female assassin. Yeah. But she's good always, I think. She was in Friday Night Lights for a long time. Uh, but yeah, and then, Charles S. Dutton, who is great in everything he's into, um, as like the cook.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Percy. Yeah, Dennis Quaid is really good in it. Kevin Durand, who just that guy's face is just a face. You know what I mean?
Dude, I love
It
Kevin
is
Durand.
100%.
Yeah. But he's just a face. Like you see him, you know him, you know?
Yep. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. This
Yep.
movie like made me
It,
a fan of his. Like I had to look him up after this one, you know?
oh, he's a really, really good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Kate Walsh plays, the mom character, and she's also great and has been around forever in tons
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
tons of stuff, mostly TV. Um, she was in episodes of Drew Carey Show, CSI. Uh, she's in a bunch of Conan sketches. Yeah, so she's in tons and stuff. Uh, some of the big ones like Anchorman, or the secondary, the Ron Burgundy one, Kicking and Screaming and whatnot. But yeah, it's a really good cast of these little diners. Also, Doug Jones is in this movie for one scene.
Yep. I
He
saw
just
that when I
pops
was
up.
looking at the characters.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah, as soon as I saw him on screen, I was like, "Oh, I kind of remember this character." And then it
Mm-hmm.
popped up and I was like, "What? That's Doug Jones." I fucking did the DiCaprio from you know, yep,
Aviator.
yep. No, no, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
The the meme, the point meme. Yeah. I
uh,
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Pop.
um,
I know him."
I remember like this movie being advertised and being like, "Oh my gosh, Doug Jones is in this cool new movie coming out. Like I can't wait to go see it because Doug Jones is in it." I'm not even kidding. He's in it for 1 second.
Yeah, dude, it's literally screen time's like 15 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 20. It's a really
Yeah.
impactful scene because it's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Well, it would have been if they didn't ruin it all with CGI, which was something else
Yeah.
we'll talk about here shortly. But yeah,
It was
I
like
forgot he
in
was
the
in this.
trailer specifically
Yes,
that
it
he
was in the
it was
trailer.
like the ice cream man. Oh my gosh, how
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, I remember. I forgot about that completely. He popped up, and I was like, "Oh God."
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I think the cast is a big positive in this, and I think the storyline, the plot is a pretty solid, pretty cool plot,
Yeah, not bad.
right? I like the
Mhm.
plot. The idea that I mean, it's kind of what we were talking about. I mean, it's kind of prophecy, right? It's kind of like prophecy a little
Mm-hmm.
bit.
Yeah.
A lot like
Um,
it. Yeah.
except in prophecy, of course, there's a war in heaven, and Gabriel is doing his bidding on his own and not under the orders of God, which is what's going on
Mhm.
here. And then, Michael, the Michael character, Paul Bettany, is Like, I'm giving him what he needed, what he needs, not what he wants, because he knows he really doesn't want to do this, but he doesn't know that he doesn't want to do it yet.
Which is a very interesting take on
An omnipotent, all-knowing
yeah,
being, yes.
yeah, for sure.
It shows how petulant and childlike he is. Vengeful,
Oh yeah.
wrathful, narcissistic.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep, you're naming all the big ones.
Yeah, yeah. Or could it all be a test? Who knows, right? Because the Lord works
Could be,
mysterious
could be.
ways.
Three-dimensional chess over here. Paul
Yeah.
Bettany wins.
Yeah, yeah.
Gabriel, take your ball and go home.
Gabriel, you always lose, you son of a bitch. You need to stop it. You need to stop it. But so I like the setup. I like the setting of the it's very Maximum Overdrive actually. It's like
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
the diner, but
Yep.
it's kind of Rio Bravo-ish. I like a good siege movie. So they're kind of converged in this place surrounded by enemies is fun. And there's a couple of really cool action beats in the movie, I think.
Mhm.
Let's talk about
Mhm.
some of those action beats because I think the best action beats is when the swarm comes and we get the practical stunt work and explosions and stuff. What do you guys think of that stuff?
Yeah, that's always fun when they break out
Mhm.
the like bazookas and they're just like trying to
Hmm.
keep all those cars from coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that stuff's pretty fun. We get actual car crashes and stuff like that. And you can feel the impact, and you're like, oh yeah, I like this stuff. And then I think, uh, like that was literally the
A
loudest
guy
yawn in
can't
the history of
yawn?
the world. um, the we'll talk about the final fight between Gabriel and Michael. Not the final
Miguel.
fight, but the the um fight um in the fight in the diner when he's still
Yeah.
human.
Mhm.
What do you guys think of that one?
Love it.
I think it's
Yeah,
pretty well choreographed and interesting and fun, suspenseful.
I agree. And it also, made you aware of how dangerous Michael still is, even though he's not an angel at this point. By the way, his descent where he crashes into that building and then cuts his wings, or I guess it was an alley, but anyway, cuts his
Yeah, yeah,
wings off,
yeah.
and then I'm assuming it's his whatever the thing was that fell off.
Oh, the
He lost
collar.
his
Yeah,
angel power. Yeah, collar.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
That was a pretty fun scene. Although there is no way I would ever be able to stitch myself up. So
Well,
Especially your
yeah,
back.
we'll
yeah,
get
you're
into
back.
some of yeah, let's get into some of that here too. I mean, I'm wanting to talk about the positives. Uh
Oh.
because the opening is pretty cool, like as far as like the idea, but that's leading me to one of like the negatives for me, which is the editing of this movie
Mm,
is not good. It's very like it's that style, that Saw style, big
mhm.
time. Like the hyper editing. And some of the direction is also the same. Like very messy, just no reason here. And I'm like, what is with this? Um I think that it makes the movie cheesier than it needs to be with some of those
Yeah.
choices.
It makes it feel like a music video a little bit, you know?
Mhm.
And you're just yeah, it makes you it just makes you not take it seriously.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's just to be like attention grabbing, but like for
Yeah,
someone who's
and to
like
be
trying to watch a
cool. It's
serious
more
movie.
the movie was more interested in looking cool than anything else, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because there's some
Yeah.
cool shots, but I feel like they're there to be cool, you know? Like, why is the when the building blows up an upside down a cross. Why is it a cross?
Yeah, I thought that was really
That's so
cheesy.
stupid. I hate that so much.
Yeah.
When he blows
I
the door off, was it upside down? I thought that was right
No,
side
it was
up.
a regular cross. It was a regular
Yeah.
cross.
It's
But
just a cross, but,
it's like
it's
a
so
giant
cheesy.
cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it took me
Yeah.
out of it so much that I literally could picture the entire crew standing behind the camera. Like, I was like, okay, that was so intentional that I can literally picture everything that went into this
Check
now.
out how cool this shit's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It would have been cooler if you just blew it up and they're just like, what the fuck? You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe with the right editing, it wouldn't have taken me out as much, but it definitely
No, I
just
think
had
it's just
that.
the idea is it's just a cheesy idea. And then he
Mhm.
blows up the building into a cross.
Yeah.
I mean, if you showed him laying a cross fucking plastic explosive, maybe, but it's just like. Also, that cop, by the way, was a piece of shit. He deserved to be gunned down.
Oh, the one who was driving and who was like, "We
Yeah.
just need to cleanse this place."
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Internal Affairs was probably looking at him anyway, so
Yeah.
corrupt
Um,
bastard.
Definitely. So what do you guys think of the first the old lady scene? The first angel attack, the first monster. Because I have multiple different feelings just within the scene. You know
Yeah.
what I
It
mean?
starts out like really good.
I think so. I
It
think
gets a little ridiculous, mainly
yeah,
because of the CGI and
so I think that the very opening is bad
Gladys, I
because
think.
of that scene, because it sets it up that she's bad immediately. Like the way
Yeah.
they're shooting it
yeah.
and framing it takes
Uh-huh.
away any suspense that it could just be another person that's coming in. So you're automatically like, oh, that person's bad. Stay away from her. Which maybe could build tension if they would have drew attention to the knife laying there or something. But I think like her interactions with people were pretty decent, if not a little hokey, but not bad.
Yeah.
But then when she goes into full like monster mode, it gets a little silly, don't you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It would have been fine if they just left it like with the teeth change or whatever. I remember this scene. I thought she took out her false teeth. I was waiting for her to do that. I don't
No,
know
that would
why,
be
but
funny.
anyway,
That
That's
would
a
be funny.
false memory you have there.
it is. I know I've seen that in a movie. I just thought it was this one.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
so
know
But then
what
she
movie
orders
is.
that steak that they just like
That's
cut
what I
off
was
the
about
cow
to
and
say.
threw on
That
her plate.
Yeah, that steak just looked so raw, and it's like she's not
But
even. She didn't order that.
it's
Like, you
so
guys
weird.
just
Everything
served her a
about
raw
it's
steak.
weird because she's ordered a steak. Yeah, rare, I guess. And he's like, "Oh, rare. That means there you go." No. That's
Yeah.
not rare, my guy.
Like that's
That is, I'm gonna give
That's
you
raw.
salmonella or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. And it must be
And
rotten
it
because all the
also
flies are attracted to it.
it's just. I mean, I don't know if it's that or are they attracted to her? I don't.
They probably
That
that's
doesn't make
probably what it
sense.
was.
And also, like, just the rules of the angels that are possessing these don't make sense because yes, they're trying to get the baby, but would they really be that malevolent to where they're like, like,
Demonic.
fuck you? That seems more
Yeah.
demonic than angelic, right?
That's what I said. I was
I
like, wait, are
mean-
these demons?
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
It's a
But-
very logical question to ask.
Yeah, no,
it is. It
it
makes you wonder
seems-
what the demons are like. If these are the
Yeah.
damn angels.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
I
angels
think
are
they
vicious.
they just wanted to have like that exorcist feel. And so they're like, yeah, this is what's going to happen without, I think, logically thinking about, well, it's an angel. And I know they're trying to destroy these people and they're taking orders from God to destroy mankind. But that doesn't mean to kill this baby so it brings about the apocalypse. But that doesn't mean to like absolutely torture them. I wouldn't think. Psychologically torture them. Very strange. But the CG ruins this scene, which I'm going to say right now, ruins pretty much every scene that it's in. That it's
Yeah.
featured
Yep.
in. Because man, when when she's climbing the ceiling,
It's like a
Yep.
cartoon.
It is like a cartoon. You're right.
and I get what they're trying to accomplish. Like I said, like the otherworldliness, but then it also begs to question the rules of the angels
Mm-hmm.
because she's just he throws that thing at her, or the skillet at her head, and basically breaks her neck, and she stands right back up and she's fine. But 2 bullets put her down.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand the rules very well.
Yeah, it's not well,
Thought
explained
out?
or yeah.
Yeah,
Nope, because I agree. That makes sense. What
I'm
you said,
thinking
not
it's
what they
like
did.
I said, there's a lot of just this movie needs to look cool and be cool as opposed to make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, there are scenes that do look cool and there's scenes that are fun, but logically it's like really all over the place, I think. I do enjoy the scene where Michael is kind of explaining to first of all, we've got to talk about the fact that Lucas Black's character's name is fucking Jeep.
That's a cool name.
No, it's not.
Yeah, just
That's a
like
cool
my
name.
buddy fucking Grand Cherokee and my other brother Tahoe. What the fuck are you talking about? Hey,
It's a cool name.
F-150, get over here.
Jeep is a real name. It's cool.
Horrible.
And so is Charlie.
I don't think so.
For a girl.
Charlie is a cool name.
Charlie
I like Charlie.
is a cool. Yeah, I like Charlie a lot.
If Connor would have been born a girl, his name was going to be Charlie. So, I like the name Charlie and a girl. But Jeep is just fucking, that's terrible. I'm thinking that the writer was literally like, they were like, what do you want to name this guy? He looks over and he sees his, got it. Thank God I didn't see an F-150 first,
What would you have rather his name been?
Anything
Lucas.
else? Lucas? He
It's
could have been Charlie
it's
too.
fine.
It'd have been like, it'd have been Charlie and Charlie.
too?
That'd have been fine.
Do you want
And
to
his
Charlie
dad's name is
Charlie's?
Bob.
Yeah, his dad's name is Bob. So I don't think somebody named Bob is naming their son Jeep.
Well, we didn't meet the mom, She
That's true.
Yeah,
Maybe her
she
name.
ran out.
Maybe her name was
she was a
Moonflower.
city person.
Maybe she was
Yeah,
the one
she's
who
a city-
named him. She's like, man, I can't live with myself. I'm gonna leave and go start a new family. And
Bob
Name
won't
that
let me
kid
change
Bug.
his name.
oh,
yeah, his
man,
name's Jeep
we're
and he works
terrible.
on cars.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But anyway,
I like the name
he-
Jeep.
I like the scene
Standing
you're
by
allowed
it.
to,
where
Lydia, for sure.
I like
you're
the
allowed.
scene where Michael's explaining why he, is switch sides, and basically is because Jeep is like the
Oh yeah,
quintessential, like he's kind of what humanity can be, like, selfless and
Yeah, which I like that.
brave and all this. I do too. I don't see a lot of that in Jeep throughout the movie, but I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
dude. He is in that friend zone and he's not getting out. I don't know what he's
No.
thinking.
Yeah. And that's okay sometimes because
Sometimes the baby just needs an uncle.
just like people need to be
He's just there being his
around
Uncle Jeep.
people. He's just a good guy. Like people just need to
I
be
mean,
around
he is a good
people.
guy, for sure.
He is.
And,
He is a good guy.
He's selfless.
Yeah, and he,
You know.
he is selfless.
mhm.
Which is what he sees in the. But when he's like, I was never his. At the end, when he says, I was never her protector, you were. I was like, what the fuck are you talking? He did a terrible job. He literally almost got her killed multiple times. I think you need to stick around, Michael.
She would have died if it weren't for
yeah,
you.
but he didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know what he was up against. I mean, they would have been dead.
I'm just saying, he did know what he was up against with the angel. He just couldn't fight him. And that's what's hilarious. You were always her protector. Good thing you were there, though. Just saying.
Yeah, that's very true. It's very true.
Good thing you were there. Yeah, so I think that monster attack is good, and then, like I said, the hordes coming through, but I feel like the siege element is over very quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
The
they
first
literally
round,
do
yeah.
they do that first round, and then he's like, "They're gearing up. Now they're gonna check our weaknesses, and we can't stop what's coming." And then
Mhm.
really nothing happens until Gabriel shows up. Like, they try to, like, manipulate them, so they break the mom character's will by having the husband hung up. So why is he hung up on an upside down cross? Again, they're angels. And
Test your
some reason
weakness.
he's on an
And he's
upside
filled
down
with
cross
acid.
and he's filled with acid.
Yep.
None of that makes sense. None of that makes sense.
No.
Nope.
It's kind of a cool idea. I mean, dude, the shot of when it shows him and it does that camera move is terrible. I hated it. I was like, oh, that just makes it 8 times cheesier when you do that. Like, like, no,
Yeah.
come on, man. It's
I
so
think
cheesy.
the thing that saved it was, like, that woman's performance and then, like,
Oh no.
the death
Yeah,
of
the death is
our
cool.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Percy's death is cool. And the explosion thing, the exploding thing is a cool idea. And the seeing his spine and everything is really cool.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but it's kind of nonsensical. None of it really makes sense.
Yeah. Definitely. It's
Um,
just frustrating.
yeah, and then the like Tyrese's death is kind of stupid too. Um, I like the idea and the fake out, but the execution's not the best because like he literally goes out there and he's like pop 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 pop, and he's now what? Now what? 80 yard, by the way, an 80 yard. Now what? I was like, what? What? Why is he saying that? Why isn't he just grabbing the kid? And then of course the kid's a monster, which is
Mhm.
you see coming from 10 blocks away.
Mhm.
Um, but what it does
Cute
lead to,
cute little monster kid, though.
cute kid. But what it does lead to is this great bit when he's in the um when he's in the diner and he cuts off his thumbs with the knife.
Yeah, when the knife.
Yeah, that's fun. I think that's funny, and it the way he reacts to it. And it's a pretty cool image of him like attacking her is kind of spooky. The voice that they give him is stupid.
You're gonna die. Yeah, whatever it was.
Hey, you're gonna die. Okay. Again, you're angels. And then also um the scene where he saves what's the daughter's name? I can't think of it. Audrey. He saves Audrey, who's in the car, stuck in the car, and he uses the gun to light the gas. Yeah, Derek, you're muted, buddy. Idiot.
Hey, I've got a bit of a cold and I'm coughing and no one wants to
I
hear that.
understand.
I agree. When he was like, psh, and then shoots it, that I was just like, come on. Come on.
Like it's a
It
cool
looks good on
image.
camera. It looks good on
but
camera.
it's yeah, yeah.
But in reality, you're like, no way.
Bridge too far. I was
I
willing
saw
to take the CGI
Mythbusters.
old lady.
I saw that episode of Mythbusters. The cigarette doesn't do it either.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that was funny to me. I thought that was hilarious. Um, but yeah, the let's talk about that end fight real quick. Because first of all, the the mother's character is it's so stupid the way she like turns. Like it's just they just needed a character to do that. You know what I mean? They just literally needed a character to do that. So she's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, they just want the baby, even though literally this angel, former angel, told you that if the baby dies, the world will end. So what do
Yeah.
you think will happen if you give? You know what I mean? What? And she's
Maybe
like, "Come
she
on, Audrey,
wants to
let's
bargain.
go. Yeah, let's go." And the I hate that bit so much. He shoots her when Gabriel comes through. He shoots her twice. It drops the baby. The baby's falling in slow motion. Jeep dives. I was like, no.
That poor baby's neck, man,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
baby's
what I thought
toast.
too.
Baby's
would be
Like,
toast.
toast.
I wish they would have got a shot of that baby landing a little bit more gently. This poor
Yeah.
baby goes
Dude.
through a lot.
And I mean, it looks so cheesy. It just adds to the cheese factor that it's in slow motion. You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
if you're not John Woo, steer clear of slow motion. It's rough for everybody else. John in action, because John, you can use it in dramatic scenes, whatever you want. But you're a filmmaker; you use it whenever you want. But the success rate is much lower when it's not John Woo having some doves fly up. Like that shit is rad.
Yeah. Yeah. It was cool that he the idea of him looking up and just seeing this looming angel
Oh, the
that's
light. Yeah. Oh
yeah.
no, his point of view is really cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, we get to see Gabriel, and he's really interesting because what I like about him is, again, he's following the orders of his creator, even though he knows that it's not right. And he does have this relationship with Michael. They're brothers, and they have that. I like the dialogue between them, and him touching his face, and then them clasping hands before the fight starts. Where he's like,
Mm-hmm.
this ends, like, just end it, because Gabriel could have ended it, and he doesn't want to because he's following his orders, which Nuremberg tells us is not an excuse for anything, by the way. um what do you guys think of their dynamic in this fight scene?
Love it.
I love their dynamic. I think a lot of the dialogue in this movie, especially when, I mean, it helps that Paul Bettany is delivering these lines.
That's kind of the reason that it works, yeah, because some of them
Yeah.
are fucking Cheeseville Central.
Well,
yeah.
I was gonna say, some of Jeep's lines are a little rocky, but
Little Rocky, he says.
anyway, anybody who's a Wrangler fan understands that. But anyway,
That's good.
we're deep in this now. Yeah, Paul Bettany, just the way he delivers lines, man, it just there's an art to it. And
Well, yeah,
so
he's a great actor.
Their
Yeah.
their dialogue feels really, really strong. And that pep talk,
Well, yeah,
you
because
mentioned
both of those are really good performers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both good performers, and they kind of bring the emotion up front to it.
Yeah.
The scene that before we get into the fight itself, the scene that I think is really kind of super cheesy is when Michael has this flashback to he and Gabriel talking in heaven before it happens. That is I think that's Cheeseville.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys?
The light just
Yes.
completely blinding the camera.
Yes. Yes, and not only but it's also obscuring him, and he steps into it, and then their dialogue is just it's too on the nose, but it's fine. But I don't like the way that's framed and blocked and shot. I think it's cheesy. Is the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
And not in a cool cheesy way. Commando is cheesy, but Commando fucks. You know what I mean? It rips. This doesn't have that same kind, because Commando knows what it is and leans into the cheesiness, leans into the tongue in cheek. This not so much, I don't think. But the fight, what do you guys think of their fight? Because I think it's pretty solid.
It is.
Yeah. I think the choreography is really cool.
Yeah, I like how he's using his wings as, to deflect bullets and as a weapon. And,
And when
Michael's just
he
using his strength.
pushes him up into the ventilation, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool bits. I like when he when he kicks him and he goes into the wall, and then he swings the thing at him, and the way he blocks it and turns it around, all that stuff is good. And then he does the flip over him, and he gets on him and is choking him out, and he stabs himself through, or he stabs Michael through himself
Yeah.
Yeah.
to kill him.
And in
is
general,
pretty
I
neat.
like the way that they use the wings as a
Yeah,
weapon and as a
yeah,
protection, and obviously it gives them
like
flight.
armor. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really kinda cool.
They look cool
yeah, I
too.
like that too. It looked
Yeah, I
good.
wish
No,
I
I
had a
think
pair of
that
those
their
wings.
design. I think their design is pretty cool. Like the darker wings, and they're like metallic
Mhm.
almost, and they're wearing their armor and everything. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, I and then Dennis Quaid, who's been like dispatched over there, blows up the diner and destroys all the other ones. It's pretty fun too. It's a
Uh-huh.
little much that the lighter says hope, but whatever. Choices are choices.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he had a whole thing about the lighter.
Yeah, yeah. They introduced that at the very beginning. At least they set it up and pay it off, so that's fine. But it was one of those that literally the movie opens or when we get to them and he does the lighter, you're like, "Ah, somebody's gonna get blown up with that lighter." Like,
Yeah. Yep.
that's gonna be paid off. It wasn't like a subtle
Absolutely.
thing where he like uses a cigarette or something, and we see it in the scene. Like it was like, okay, got it. The director
Yeah.
of this, by the way, is Scott Stewart, and he is definitely not known for his subtlety in this one, at least. Um, so the ending, we have the car chase, which is pretty decent, pretty fun. Uh, no way they get out of that car unscathed, but that thing flips like 40
Uh,
times.
yeah, about that. With a baby. Like,
With the
no
baby.
no seatbelts or nothing, I feel like they just
The
went for it.
Lord was already protecting them. He already decided by that point to protect them, is what happened.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Had to be. Had to be it. But you're muted, by the way, again, Derek.
This is reminding me of those early days
Yeah, do you
of the
remember
Yeah.
you
podcast.
know how many episodes you've went with without muting? Like, without
Yeah.
being muting while you were talking? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
it's
might
when you got a cold, there's nothing you can do.
There is, you hit the unmute button when you go to talk.
Yeah, but you have to remember to do that.
That's true. That's true. Hey, at least he's not falling
Um,
asleep like he used to, you know?
yeah, that
Oh,
was
whatever. Whatever. One time, two times.
that time was hilarious. That one time where we were like, "Hey, what do you think, Derek? Derek?"
Those were the early days with a baby, man.
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
have a
that was
baby. You
he
did
was a
have a
little
baby.
We
infant.
were displaced as far as a home.
Yep, you were
Like
displaced.
Yeah, yeah.
it was rough
Gosh.
times.
That was a rough time.
Sorry.
Rough
Sorry
go.
for giving you so much hassle for it.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I'm not. You deserve it, you son of a bitch. Dare you fall asleep when I'm talking. But the f- like he he hurls him off a cliff and lands on top of him is perfectly fine, which is okay. That's sure, whatever. His wings broke the fall for both of them, I
Mhm.
suppose.
Mhm.
And then he says directly, "Why do you keep fighting even though there is no hope?" And because that's verbatim what, Michael said earlier in the movie.
hmm
You're like, "Okay, we get it." And then Michael appears. What do you guys think of the ending of this movie? Like, not
Uh,
only does he spank him with just one swipe, but then he spares him and lets him fly off.
I like that.
well,
I
yeah, and
like
he
that
even
he was
says, "I
spared.
wouldn't have spared you,"
Yeah, and he said,
and he says,
and that's why basically that's why you failed him. Yeah,
Mhm.
"Mm-hmm,
because he's more interested in the wrath part than the forgiveness part, right?
Mhm.
In the mercy part, the merciful God. Um, I mean, I think the ending's fine, right? It's
it
okay,
is. It's fine."
Yeah.
except the CGI in the entire ending is fucking atrocious. All
Yeah.
of it. All the backgrounds are horribly green screen CGI, and it's super distracting. It makes the movie look ugly as hell. right? Am I the only one that picked that up? Especially like when he says, he's like, "Hey, well, I'll never see you again," which is the worst line reading that he says in the whole movie. "We'll ever see you again," and he's like,
Mm,
"Have faith."
yeah. Yeah. I
Oh
I
my
wasn't
gosh.
even paying attention at that point. I was just
I was
like,
like,
mm-hmm.
"Oh, don't like that part,"
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, the ending's fine.
Yeah. For
And so
sure.
that is, you know, Legion. What are you guys thinking? Oh, real quick, one thing I do want to ask. I have a question. Why is it that they only send Gabriel in his angelic form to get this baby when it would have been way more efficient to just send a horde of angels to crash through the place?
They did, and
That's a
they
good
failed.
question. That's a
No,
good
they
question.
didn't. They didn't do that. They
They-
had them as vessels. They had human beings as vessels. Gabriel
Oh,
comes down
maybe.
in corporeal form. Like, why didn't
Yeah.
they just do that to begin with?
Are
You
they
know,
doing that
that
everywhere?
would you'd have to go into the mythos of,
There,
you know, the
there are no
whole.
mythos to this
That's
movie.
what
There are
I
no
was
mythos.
gonna say. You know, that thing that they did not go into.
They didn't explain if this
He
was happening
says,
everywhere, which I assumed because
he
they
says,
lost all connection.
the shit appears on Lucas Black's arm, and he's like, "Talk to the
The
prophets."
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the instructions. The
Yeah,
instructions. Yeah, that scene.
He's like, "What
yeah,
prophets?
yeah,
What
yeah.
instructions?" And he's like, "Just do
Yeah.
it. Just do
And then
it."
he's like, they appear. It's like, Jeep, your arm. The instructions.
It would, dude. I wish that they would have had him. I wish they would have had him in one scene go for. I don't know. This is gonna sound stupid, but go beep beep. I'm a Jeep. Or something.
That sounds really stupid, Derek.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
You guys
God,
are
that was
really
what.
hung up on the name.
The fact that he took that long just to say that is amazing to me. No notes.
He's like cracking up to himself about that.
Yes.
Uh,
Got it.
you know, like it could have been his calling card. Like, you know, Jinkies. Velma has Jinkies. That could have been his.
It could
He
have
could
been.
have just. He could have.
This is
So she was about
why
to be
I don't
attacked
write
by
scripts.
Gabriel. Yeah, that's why I'm the writer of the two. But Gabriel is about to attack her, and he pops in and bashes him and says, "Beep beep, I'm a Jeep."
That would have been perfect. Although in that context, a bitch at the end would have probably been
Beep
appropriate.
beep, beep
Beep
bitch.
beep, I'm
That's
I'm
all
a
he should
Jeep,
say.
bitch. Lydia's like, God damn it, I gotta get a new crew.
Beep beep, I'm a Jeep, motherfucker. Have Busta Rhymes play Jeep. We nailed it. We figured it out. And
Yep.
then he could complete the Halloween Resurrection vacation of this film. Derek, what are you gonna give Legion?
It's not a great movie. It's entertaining for the most part. I do think a lot of the actors do a really great job. I think some of the dialogue, and again, maybe it's just who delivers it. But I can't give this movie a high rating. I'm gonna go kind of the middle ground. I'm gonna go 6.5.
What do you say, Lydia?
Yeah, I think I'm right around there too because it's kind of, I don't know. Like this movie, it's really hard to categorize. And I think it might be because I'm just a non-religious person in general. And it's,
Yeah,
movies with
but
very religious undertones. Like this is very much
that's
like
not true,
Mary and
though.
Joseph's story, like retold, like kind of.
Right, but the prophecy has a lot of religious undertones, and The Exorcist has a lot of religious undertones. But
That's
you
true.
like both of those movies.
But those have slightly
Good
different
movies.
endings. They have very different endings, and lessons in them. Where this one, not quite to that level, but
No, it's definitely not
uh,
on the level of those films.
I think I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I think I'm right around there too. Probably around a 5.5, 6-ish. Because there's some cool stuff, but it's just really cheesy. This movie's
Mm,
like did not age well. So let me tell you some contemporary reviews here. The Rotten Tomato score for this is basically it's a 20% when it was released, and basically the average is out to 3.78 out of 10.
mm,
Audiences gave it a C minus.
yeah.
So I'm right around there, about a 5.5, 6. I'll go 6 just to be a little generous, but like I don't
You're
think
gonna
it's a
give this movie
terrible
a
film.
666?
Yep, I'm
Yes,
changing
yes.
mine.
To 6. Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't think it's a terrible film, but it's
Yeah,
also just not very good. It's a movie that has some good-looking shots, a pretty cool idea, in a great cast that
yeah.
delivers some strong performances. Because I do think the performances are strong across the
Mhm,
board. I don't think anybody except for Lucas Black gives a bad performance. And he's not bad, he's just not great either, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everybody else gives pretty solid to really good performances. So, yeah, 6 for me as well. So 666. There we go.
Perfect.
But it's time to raise the rating of this film because we are going to Atkinize this movie. Who would Tom Atkins play to give this thing a higher score?
Mm, I'm gonna go with Beep Beep. I'm a Jeep man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's make him Jeep. Yep.
yeah,
Movie would raise about 2 points, I think, right? 2 stars at least.
Well, not only that, but what's her face wouldn't stand
Well,
a
he wouldn't have
chance.
been friend zoned. I can tell you
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
No chance of him being friend zoned if it was Tom Atkins.
yeah.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
That's fun.
That's fun. So yeah, that is Legion, and a little bit by the numbers. Derek, you like to play this game. This
Mm-hmm.
movie was made on a budget of $26 million, and it grossed $67.9 million at the box office. So it was a moderate hit, you know,
Mm-hmm.
moderate hit. Um, and a TV series set 25 years after this movie was actually premiered on Sci-Fi on June 19th of 2014 called Dominion. Um,
What? So it was directly linked to it?
yeah, it was created by a different guy, but it's based off of this show. And then God vanishes, and in his absence, Gabriel and his army of lower angels wage war against mankind, believe in them to be the cause of God's absence. Although although most higher angels remain neutral, Gabriel convinced the lower angels, the dogs of heaven, called eight balls by humans for their black eyes, to fight alongside him. 25 years later, mankind survives in a few fortified cities. The archangel Michael has chosen the side of humanity against Gabriel. And Michael in this is played by Tom Wisdom. So obviously not Paul Bettany. But yeah, I never heard of it, never watched it. Did you?
Nope, never
Mm-mm.
heard of it.
Yep,
Kinda
yep, yep.
the name kinda sounds familiar, but I don't
Well, the
I
name
guess
sounds
I
familiar because that's also the name of the prequel to The Exorcist. It's the name of a bunch of different
oh,
things. Dominion's
maybe
been the
it's
name of
that.
a ton of different things. But
Jurassic
Lydia,
Park. Was that one of them?
it's what? Jurassic Park
Was
Dominion. Yep, that is one. You're
Haven't seen
right.
that one.
Oh, that's
It's
it's
your turn
interesting.
to pick, I think, Jamie.
No, 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 no.
No,
It's you.
It's
I
my turn.
picked.
it is yours. Yep,
Yes,
it
remember
is.
I picked Wes Craven's Red Eye.
Oh. Why did I think I picked that? No, I knew you picked that. You picked Red Eye.
This
Okay. And then I
happens
picked
kind of
Leprechaun.
weekly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see. I was thinking of a movie. I was thinking of a couple movies while we were talking about this one. Um, and I don't think we've done one of them that I'm thinking of right
Well,
now.
hopefully we haven't done either of them because we can't do it.
That's true. That's true. I can't remember what the other one was now that I'm thinking of it, but um, and I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. I haven't looked because I didn't know it was my turn. Um, I'm thinking Devil.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
like that one. I like that one a lot, actually.
It is not streaming anywhere yet. It's YouTube. You have to rent it from everywhere, basically.
Dang it. Okay, so we'll pick something else. Of course, everything I want to watch, I can't.
There's tons of new movies out that we haven't done yet.
You know what me and Jake just watched?
What?
That new Netflix one that's like something very bad is going to happen.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was good. We binged
Oh,
it
okay.
all in one night.
Oh yeah, it was a series, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah. Or I
that's
would
right.
pick it if it wasn't, because I don't know if you guys want to try to binge that,
No, that's too long, probably.
but it was pretty good.
Um.
I think you would like it.
Okay. Let's see.
What else we have?
Looking at new movies out, and you can pick old ones too, of course.
I'm looking at my DVDs.
What are you in the mood for?
Um, I honestly do not know.
Do you want super scary or fun scary or
Could
supernatural or?
we could all those sound good. I'm really not leaning any certain way.
Because there's some franchises we can hit some sequels to. We haven't done another, I haven't seen if it's streaming yet, but there's some hell. We've only done the first Hellraiser. Um,
Mm,
we've we've crushed off all the Conjurings. Um, we haven't crushed off the spin-offs to the Conjuring movies though. We haven't done any of the Nuns. We've only done the first Annabelle. Um, we haven't done any of the Exorcist sequels. We are on to we're on Freddy's Dead when it comes to Nightmare. Um, I think we're on Halloween Resurrection but we'll probably say that for Halloween. But we're on Halloween fucking
uh-huh,
Resurrection, which
uh-huh.
is rough. There is let's see. There's I mean that's the franchises. What other franchises? We Texas Chainsaw 3 is where we'd be for the Chainsaw movies. Um um and it's on Tubi. Texas Chainsaw 3 is, by the way. Um so, we could do a Universal monster movie. We haven't done one of those in a long time. Um
Okay.
like The Mummy or Bride of Frankenstein. Um, you know, one of those. Uh we could do I mean there's a million Dracula movies. The Fly, we haven't done The Fly, but it's not available. It's just saying it's a good movie.
Yeah.
uh we haven't done like there's Mimic. We haven't Did we do Mimic?
I don't think we've done Mimic.
No, I don't think we've done Mimic.
There is In a Violent Nature. We haven't done it. It's new. Uh have we done Ready or Not?
I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either.
Also,
Let's do
have we
that.
done You want to do Ready or Not?
Yeah. Is it
Okay.
streaming?
Yeah, it is actually streaming on Hulu, I do believe. Let me see. I just saw it. It is streaming on Hulu. Yeah.
Cool. Let's do that one. Ready or
Um.
not?
Okay. So Derek. So right here's where we're gonna edit all that stuff before. And we're gonna start here. Okay. After Lydia's fucking train. There's been so many trains tonight.
Can you still hear one? I don't even hear them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
That's a
Yep.
quiet
There's
one.
another train. Not really. That's the loudest one I think so far.
Oh, that's crazy because that's the quietest one that's gone by.
That's funny.
I think it's like distant, but the mic is just picking
Yeah,
it
I
up
think
like
it's
crazy.
leaving. Yep. All right. Here we go. So Lydia, what movie are we gonna watch next week?
Hang on,
Never mind.
it's still going. Hang on.
God, these trains are fucking wild, dude. Why do you have
Yeah,
to blow your stupid horn?
dude, all the way
We know
through
you're
town.
there. Idiots.
I think it's like slowly coming towards me, actually. I think is what's happening. They wait until this time every single time. Do you want me to mute and you just tell everybody what we're watching?
No, we can
What I
wait. We can
picked?
wait a second. We can wait a second. There, I really don't hear it anymore. All right. Of course. Yep.
I was like, I didn't know it's about to
Literally.
go. It's getting closer.
Every time I start to talk, it comes on stupid fucking trains.
It's just creeping by. I can hear the wheels, you know.
Yeah, so freaking um I get a text from work today, right? And or from Brenda tonight, and it literally says it's to me and Daniel, and she says, "Hey, she says you have a sweep tomorrow, a vehicle sweep at 1 p.m. on Friday, April 3rd, so tomorrow." Uh And she says, "Jamie, please call him in the morning to verify he is coming." I mean, I don't have any of that information. Hopefully she emailed it to me. And she goes, charging, she says what she's charging. And she goes, "Could be a little paranoid. Referred to us by a PI in Greenwood. He's getting his car swept. Could be a little paranoid," she says. And Daniel replies, "A little?" And says, followed by Jamie sweeping the metal plate in his head. If you're getting a sweep, you're more than a little paranoid.
Just
You're a
a
lot paranoid.
smidge. Just a smidge.
Unless you're going through, unless there's like literal reasons for it, like that one woman whose ex-husband or ex-boyfriend was definitely putting GPSs on her car and listening devices
Right.
because we found him. But like he was showing up at places he shouldn't be and privy to conversations that he shouldn't be privy to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right, Lydia, what movie are we going to watch next week?
All right. Are you ready to hear what I'm going to pick? Because we are
Yes.
going to watch Ready or Not.
All right. There's a sequel to that out, currently playing in theaters. Ready or Not is streaming on Hulu, YouTube, Amazon, Google, Disney Plus with Hulu, obviously, and Fubo TV. So that's always a plus. Fubo! So, that's what we're watching next week. Be sure to comment down below your thoughts on Legion. Were we a little harsh on it? Is this your favorite movie of all time and we just broke your heart? Or do you despise it with the fury of 1,000 suns? Let us know. Be sure to comment down below on movies that you want us to do in the future. We'll take suggestions, even if they're bad, because Derek will probably pick them. So definitely stay tuned for that. We'd love to hear from you. And we have some big news coming up on both Secret Admirer and High Stakes, which are both in pre-production. We got some good movement on the feature, and the opening scene is actually at the end of this episode. So check that out, comment down below, and share it with all your friends. And then stay tuned for High Stakes because we're going to be announcing some light plot details and casting within the next couple episodes. So stay tuned for updates. So until next week when we watch Ready or Not, if you're ready or not, we're going to do it. For Derek Lemaster and Lydia Judy, I'm Jamie Hiles. Remember, if you're going to scream, scream bloody movies. Ta-da!